Mrs. Sharples.
Sure, how are you? You look very well.
I'm deeply sorry.
It happens. She was 68. Got rid of them bees in your bonnet, have you?
Yes, yes, I'm much rested, thank you. I've been playing some music, a little reading. Things have been very quiet.
Yeah, you want to stop fighting the battles of the world, living on your nerves.
Yes, perhaps I was taking too much on.
You don't want to run to jump into your grave. God knows it comes round soon enough any road. You want to be a bit more come day, go day, God sends Sunday. You do look well, though.
Hello, Mrs. Sharples. Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Hello, Polly.
Heard about it round at Chippy. Do you want any help? I brought my stuff.
No, it's all done, love. I laid it out myself. I think she'd have liked it if she'd have known.
All right. I just thought, I'll come again when you're a bit quieter. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
I always found her very willing.
You found her catty and nasty and don't claim anything else than a swindly. She wasn't the biggest comedian we had round here, but she was good company for me.
A foil, a partner in... Perhaps she wasn't the happiest of people. I don't think I ever saw her really smile.
Well, she was a bit ashamed of her teeth, as a matter of fact. She wasn't the person that did a lot of smiling, I'll give you that, but in her later years she seemed more content in her own way.
And you have taken it upon yourself to see Mrs. Longhurst away?
Well, we couldn't leave her in her own house. It's cold and it's cheerless and there's nobody there at night. No, she's in there. I've been sleeping on a chair. Albert Tatlock's sitting with her at the moment.
Is there anything that I can do?
Well, I've got to get her clubber over to Maldsbury Street, seeing that the vultures are gathering over her bits and bobs.
I'll take those round for you.
Hey, she didn't have much of a life. Her husband of hers was a real monkey, Percy Longhurst. Used to knock holy hell out of her.
It was his occupation.
Worked down at the shunting yards. Big, beefy fella. Died about 20 years... No, I'm telling a lie. Died in 1946, a year before their Lily was 21. Aye. Drank too much down at the Lord Nelson. Big womanizer he was.
Well, Oh, hello, Mr. Swindley. How are you keeping?
Oh, I'm much better now, thank you, Mr. Tatlock.
Well, you want to look after yourself, you know. Don't let things get you down too much.
You're off for a bit then, are you?
Aye, I thought I'd just pop home and make myself a bit of dinner. I'll bring you some back on a plate.
Oh, I'm not all that struck.
Well, just a bit of pie or something. You can't just go living on cups of tea.
Would it be convenient for me to pay my last respects now, Mrs. Sharples?
You know, she looks 10 years younger.
Aye, she does, doesn't she? She was the youngest of the lot of us, you know. Pulled you up a bit short, didn't it?
Aye. It's a funny thing, but I'd forgotten how small she were. She's not more than a 5-footer.
No. There wasn't enough fat on her to fry an egg either.
Oh, well.
I don't think it's much use sending that slip back to Maudsley Street. It's full of holes. Come in for dusting.
No. You mustn't take everything on yourself, love.
Oh, well, nobody else seems very struck on taking it on, scooting off to Tom Arenas or whatever. I knew she'd never get any further than Ainsdale Beach. It's much more her line of country.
I'll see. It's Mr. Rogers, Mrs. Sharples.
Oh, yes.
Well, I won't offer you any texts or tracts to lean on, Mrs. Sharples. You've always found comfort in the Bible yourself.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything practical I can do?
Well, you can meet Mr. Swindler for a start. This is Mr. Rogers.
I'm delighted, sir.
Ah, Mr. Hodges, I've heard some splendid things about you. The student has written to me telling me of the new spirit abroad in the congregation.
Yes, well, I'd be glad to see you back. You're quite well.
Yes, much recovered, thank you. You knew Mrs. Longhurst?
Not as well as I should, no.
No. She was one of these people who know that it was so easy to put upon. The runners of errands, the baby-minders, scrubbers of floors. She'd very little life of her own, I'm afraid.
What arrangements have been made for the funeral?
Well, now that Mr. Swindley's back, I'm sure he's the right man to take care of that side of things.
Oh, well, that's most kind of you to say so. Mr. Sharples, who would make the decisions on these matters, the remains and so on?
Lady Doolally, I suppose.
I beg your pardon?
Lady Doolally, her daughter. It's up to her to decide. Her Lily and her Wilf. Why don't you go in and see her, you cratek, then you'll feel better.
Oh, I'd rather not, Ina, really, I wouldn't.
What are you scared of? She won't bite you?
Even when it was my mother, I couldn't bear to go and see the body. Oh, Ina, don't ask me.
Well, it's no skin off my nose, but it is usual to go and pay some sort of respect, however fleeting, to the dead Minnie Colwell.
Well, I I want to remember her as she was.
She looks all right. She looks as well as ever she did.
I think it must just finish, like fainting.
Everyone that liveth and believeth in me shall not die forever.
I just can't
Look.
believe.
Older and wiser heads than ours have tried to get through to the afterlife, so just forget it, Minnie Colwell. We just haven't got the mental equipment. Hello, they've started here. If you want to exercise your brain power, go and get me some dishes done. Hello, Billy. I haven't seen you for years. How have you been keeping?
Oh, fair to middling, Mrs. Sharples. Bit sudden, weren't it?
Yes. You remember Billy Rabbit, don't you? Used to be a mate of Percy's.
Hello.
I heard about it in the Conservative Club. I hadn't seen much of her lately, but we were very close when Percy was alive.
She's in there.
Right, yeah.
I can't understand her not telling us she was under a doctor.
9 months. Pills 3 times a day. She was always doing something on sly. I don't know why that quack didn't make her cut down a lot on her scrubbing.
Well, she wanted the money, though, Ina.
Well, he signed the death certificate just like that, and we all thought there'd be a post-mortem.
You fixed her up very nicely. Thanks very much.
Find your own way out, will you?
Right.
Right, so. Thank you for coming.
Who's that, Ina?
I told you. Billy Rabbit lives round Mill Street somewhere. Used to be an overlooker at North End. Married that Peggy What's-it, her, with the bad leg. Oh, they'll all be round. All that Morley Street, that from that end. And there were a lot of relatives of his and all that stuck up for her while she was there.
Is she getting buried with Percy?
Nowhere else to put her. They won't open a new grave for her, you know. Ah, well, they'll rest very uneasy together. Then they always did.
Oh, I've just remembered. We were going to the Whit Walks together today. We were going in the bus.
Look, do you feel like cutting some sandwiches and some tongue and lettuce over there? All the tribes of Israel will be traipsing through here today.
All right, Ina.
Come in.
I wondered if I could be of any help.
Oh, bless you, lass. Yes, you can act as usher in here if you will. She's in there and you might keep a look on her, will you? Don't let them hang about too long, eating me out of house and home when they come. Just let them have one quick look and then tell them of the refreshments at the funeral, we hope.
Where are you going, Ina?
Oh, and we only want relatives and friends. If that old Mrs. Whittle comes round from Navigation Street, just you show her the door. She wanders round looking at folks as laid out, just out of pure curiosity.
You're not going anywhere, Ina.
I'm going to Martha's house and you can come with me when you've got a grip on yourself.
What are you going doing?
Well, I'm not her trustee, but I'm just going to overlook those longers going swooping and pawing on all their belongings. They'll need a referee.
Come in, Mrs. Sharples.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Mrs. Sharples.
I've come to check up that you've no objection to your mother being laid out in the vestry.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Mrs. Sharples.
And I assume you'll be having to do that afterwards.
No. We thought we'd just have close family at Normanton's over the cafe.
Well, of course, you've been away so long you wouldn't know how many people knew your mother. You wouldn't get them all in at Normanton's.
Is it necessary?
So we suggest you have the do in the vestry.
Look, Mrs. Sharples, we've got to go up to the undertaker. Why don't you have a route round?
A what?
I mean, a good look round. See what you can find. Come on, look. We shan't be long. Anything you like. We shan't be long. And thanks very much.
It were on the latch. I wish I hadn't come.
Oh. Hey, I must say I always fancied this chair.
What's going to happen to all this food she got in? It'll be going bad.
Oh, we'll use it up for funeral. I can't find that brooch.
Can't you?
Hey, there's a picture of you there with that sailor at New Brighton. I'd forgotten about that. The picture of Madam and all when she was on munition. She's pretending to be scanning. She'll make you laugh.
I'll look at them after.
Just look at it. 68 years and now to show for it.
What about all this bedding? Oh, here's this new bus bodice she bought, Ina.
Oh, put it down, you darling pinhead. I can't think why we all lived separate these last few years. It's like cell block 3 in here. She couldn't have been very happy living here on her own.
She was quite independent, though.
In fact, she didn't buy many records either lately. By gum, Made of the Mountains.
Oh, here's this novel I lent her about that nurse and the coloured doctor.
You better take it back with you. Hey! This is one of them rare records you make yourself, them metal ones that you make on the Golden Mile.
Oh, it'll be ruined now, Ina. Oh, don't put it on.
I wonder if it's that one we made when we went on mill trip.
Oh, Ina, I'd rather not hear it.
Oh, don't be silly. You've listened to records before, haven't you?
Oh, it's like reading her letters.
Get away. It'll only be two daft women laughing in a booth.
It's on. What'd you do?
Press it. Go on, press that, Martha.
It's Martha.
It says wait till the green light. Is it on, Phil?
It's on. Go on, say something.
What?
I don't know.
Phil, it's silly.
It's not lovely.
I can't say anything in here. I'll never be able to play it back. You say something.
All right. Take this with you. I love you.
Oh, Phil, I can't.
I love you.
You can't say that, Phil. It's going on in that microphone.
I don't care where it's going. I love you.
You can write to me, Phil. Don't upset me.
I love you, and you can't rub it off, even if you do go back.
Please don't make me upset.
Go on. You say it.
I love you, Phil.
It's on. It's on the record. Come on, love.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, no, don't. There's no need. Do look, it's nearly up. Come on, Smiley, sing. It doesn't matter. It's only something.
Oh, Phil, you're a clown.
I'm looking for an angel, but angels are so few. And until the day that one comes
That song, they were plugging it in all the song titles on Golden Mile, 1934.
She said Philip,
It was the year I had my operation. Percy Longus had scooted off to West Hartlepool with that hairdresser. Martha went to Blackpool on her own with Lily.
But until the day that one comes along... come on, love, it's nearly up. The light's going out. To sing my love songs too. But until the day that one comes along...
Who was with her?
That we shall never know. But she came back to Percy Longhurst, didn't she?
Oh, I can't believe it. Not Martha.
Well, that's one summer she got a kiss without a kick coming after it. And God knows, one summer in 68 isn't all that much to live for.